Life is a brief sparkle. We will be dead for a very long time, so we should not waste our time being miserable or motivated by anything. We should strive to be full-fledged lives, doing everything that we can do to the best of our ability. We should not constipate ourselves with too many ideas, philosophies, belief systems, stupid thoughts, and emotions. We should not be less than what we can be. We should be joyful and alive, and our body and intelligence will work at its best in this state. We should not worry, as this will only turn our own intelligence against us. We should engineer ourselves to perfection by bringing ourselves to a state where all the faculties of being human work for us. Life is short, so we should make the most of it. We should not waste our time being miserable or motivated by external factors. We should strive to be full-fledged lives, doing everything that we can do to the best of our ability. We should not constipate ourselves with too many thoughts and emotions. We should be joyful and alive, and our body and intelligence will work at its best in this state. We should not worry, as this will only turn our own intelligence against us. We should engineer ourselves to perfection by bringing ourselves to a state where all the faculties of being human work for us. Happiness is a state of being, not a destination. It is not something that happens to you, but something that you create for yourself. The key to happiness is to engineer your own chemistry. This means paying attention to the thoughts, emotions, and actions that make you feel happy and joyful. There are many different ways to engineer happiness. Some people find it helpful to meditate, practice yoga, or spend time in nature. Others find it helpful to connect with loved ones, help others, or pursue their passions. The most important thing is to find what works for you and to make happiness a priority in your life. When you do, you will find that life is more enjoyable, fulfilling, and meaningful. The purpose of life is to live fully. This means exploring all aspects of life, both the good and the bad. Don't look for a purpose. If you try to find a purpose, you will likely become attached to it and become unbalanced. Dismantle your psychological structure. This means letting go of your ego and identification with your thoughts and emotions. Live with balance. This means having a strong foundation of self-awareness and inner peace, so that you can experience life fully without becoming attached to anything. The purpose of life is not to find a specific goal or destination, but to simply live fully. If you try to find a purpose, you will likely become attached to it and become unbalanced. Dismantle your psychological structure, which means letting go of your ego and identification with thoughts and emotions. This will allow you to experience life fully without becoming attached to anything. Most people on this planet do not know a moment of absolute ease. They are constantly stressed and anxious, and they do not know how to relax or be at peace. This is because they are too attached to their thoughts and emotions. They identify with their thoughts and emotions, and they believe that they are the same as their thoughts and emotions. This attachment to thoughts and emotions creates a sense of separation from the present moment. People become trapped in their thoughts and emotions, and they are unable to experience the present moment fully. The way to overcome this is to learn to disidentify with your thoughts and emotions. You need to realize that you are not your thoughts and emotions, and that you can observe them without getting caught up in them. Once you have disidentified from your thoughts and emotions, you will be able to experience the present moment fully. You will be able to relax and be at peace, and you will experience a sense of ease and well-being. Trying to remove negative thoughts from your mind is futile. It is impossible to completely remove negative thoughts from your mind, and trying to do so will only make you more focused on them. Instead of trying to remove negative thoughts, you should focus on distancing yourself from them. This can be done by paying attention to the life process within you, such as your heartbeat or breath. Once you have distanced yourself from your thoughts, you will be able to see them for what they are, simply thoughts, not reality. This will allow you to experience a greater sense of peace and well-being. The mind is a very powerful tool, but it can also be a nuisance. It is important to learn how to control your mind, rather than letting it control you. Negative thoughts are a normal part of life, but they do not have to define you. You can choose to focus on the positive aspects of your life, rather than the negative. The way you think about yourself has a profound impact on your well-being. If you see yourself as a victim, you will continue to experience suffering. However, if you see yourself as a powerful being who is capable of creating your own reality, you will be able to experience a greater sense of peace and happiness. When we decide that someone is a good person or a bad person, we create an atmosphere of division and conflict. There are no good or bad people, only people who are oscillating between the two. The moment we think we are good people, we feel entitled to destroy the bad people. This is a dangerous way of thinking. We should be willing to work with all kinds of people, even the horrible ones. If we are willing to do this, we will see that even horrible people can do wonderful things. The key to being a volunteer is to be one big yes. This means being willing to do whatever is needed, without any hesitation. We should not allow ourselves to be shattered by negative experiences. We should use difficult experiences as an opportunity to grow and become wiser. We should choose our words carefully, as they can have a lasting impact on others. We should not let our own intelligence turn against us. We have the power to choose how we react to difficult situations. Nobody knows for sure whether they are doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It is more important to focus on whether your actions are bringing well-being to yourself and others. People who think they are always right are tyrants. Instead of worrying about right and wrong, focus on being a living humanity. When you are reasonably balanced, clear, and happy, make a decision and throw your life into it. You may not do the right thing, but you may do a great thing. The most important thing is to be involved in your actions and to include everyone's well-being in your process. There is no way to know for sure whether you are doing the right thing, so don't waste your time worrying about it. It is important to be humble and to recognize that we do not have all the answers. We should focus on doing what is best for ourselves and others, rather than worrying about whether we are doing the right thing. We should be inclusive and compassionate in our actions, and strive to bring well-being to all. We should not be afraid to take risks and to be involved in our lives. The most important thing is to live our lives with integrity and to do our best to make a difference in the world.